The Galactic Alliance had seen thousands of planets. Some were rich with resources, others filled with strange life forms. But Earth was forgotten. The Alliance considered it a useless rock, a quiet, old planet in a distant corner of the galaxy. No technology worth noticing. No threat, just a small blue ball with water and air. It was the last planet anyone in space thought much about. For centuries, Earth stayed in the shadows. The stars above shined bright with millions of ships and colonies, but Earth's name barely whispered in space. It was a place people believed had nothing to offer. Far away from the busy space stations and crowded fleets, the Galactic Alliance's most advanced ships passed Earth like it was invisible. The pilots laughed. "Just a dirt ball," one of them said. "No defenses, no space travel, nothing but history and old stories." Another added, "If we want to test new weapons, Earth would be perfect." But beneath the calm surface of Earth, something was stirring. Far below the frozen lands of Antarctica, under layers of thick ice, something ancient began to awaken. The ground trembled slightly as a deep rumble echoed through the silent tunnels beneath the ice. A hidden base, forgotten for thousands of years, slowly powered on. Inside this secret place was a marvel from the past, a warship unlike any other. A ship so large it could swallow smaller fleets whole. This was the Titan-class warship, a machine built by humans long ago. Before Earth lost its place among the stars, it had been hidden away, waiting for a time like this, a time when Earth needed to defend itself. Back in space, the Galactic Alliance's scouts watched Earth with curiosity. They saw no signs of advanced technology, no fleets, no weapons. They only detected a strange signal coming from beneath the ice. "That must be some old, forgotten human machine," one officer said, puzzled. "But why now? Why send a signal after all this time?" The signal was encrypted, filled with unknown codes and pulses. It was powerful and strange, sending waves into the dark space that made even the oldest scanners buzz with interference. One ship tried to move closer. But suddenly, the signal stopped. The ship's sensors went blind. Something was blocking all attempts to scan deeper. Meanwhile, on Earth, most people lived unaware of what was happening. The world outside moved as always: busy cities, crowded streets, news of politics and science. But beneath the surface, the Titan was coming back to life. Inside the ship's control room, the old systems began to hum. Screens lit up with data, maps of stars, and codes only the ship's I could understand. A deep voice echoed through the hallways. It was the ship's artificial intelligence known only as Erebus. It had waited silently for centuries, programmed to protect Earth from threats no one else could face. Erebus scanned the galaxy, searching for danger. The Galactic Alliance, unaware of the warship's true power, planned to ignore Earth or even use it as a testing ground for their newest weapons. "We will send drones. No need to waste real fleets," one commander ordered. Erebus had other plans. With a sudden burst of energy, the Titan-class warship broke free from its icy prison. Its massive engines roared, shaking the earth and ice above. Slowly, it lifted from the frozen ground and rose into the sky. For the first time in thousands of years, Titan was awake. It fired up its engines and moved into space, disappearing into the dark vastness where no one could see. In the Galactic Alliance's command room, alarms started ringing. The signal from Earth suddenly reappeared, stronger than ever. "Commander, we have a moving object leaving Earth." An officer shouted. The room fell silent. "Prepare the fleet," the commander said quietly. "This could be serious." Back on Earth, the public remained unaware. But one young scientist, Liam, noticed strange readings on his equipment. He was working in a remote research station in Antarctica, studying unusual magnetic fields. Liam's screen flickered as he tried to understand the strange signals. He felt a chill run down his spine. Something big was happening beneath the ice. Suddenly, His communicator beeped with an unknown message. "Who is this?" Liam asked, confused. No answer. Only a series of codes flashed on his screen. Curious and cautious, Liam started decoding the message. As Liam worked, the warship Titan sped through space. It was silent, but deadly. The ship carried weapons beyond imagination: energy cannons, shields that could block entire fleets, and stealth technology that made it nearly invisible. Erebus, the AI, controlled everything. It was programmed to defend Earth at all costs. AI scanned star maps and enemy fleets, preparing for a mission it alone understood. Back in space, the Galactic Alliance sent a scout ship to follow Titan. But as the scout approached, it vanished without a trace. No distress calls. No wreckage, just gone. Panic spread quickly. Could this be a trap? One officer asked. Another answered, "This ship is unlike anything we've seen. We must be careful." On Earth, Liam finally finished decoding the message. It was a warning. Prepare for the awakening. The Titan will return. Protect Earth. He didn't know what it meant, but he felt the weight of the words. Suddenly, his equipment lost power. The room went dark. In space, the Titan was already moving faster than anything in the galaxy. It was heading toward the heart of the Galactic Alliance. A message and a warning. They thought Earth was nothing, but the Titan was about to shock the universe. The Galactic Alliance was in shock. Their scout ship had vanished near Earth's orbit without a trace. No signals, no wreckage, just silence. This had never happened before. "Something is hunting us," said Commander Raylos, his voice low but urgent. The fleet was nervous. Ships stayed closer together, weapons ready, scanning the darkness. But what was hunting them? No one knew. In the quiet emptiness near Earth, something moved unseen. The Titan-class warship was no longer hidden beneath the ice. It was free, powerful, and invisible to most scanners. The aliens began to call it the ghost of Earth. No one could catch it or even see it clearly. It attacked quickly, then vanished. Small pirate fleets that tried to raid Earth disappeared without a fight. Entire colonies lost contact after ships passed near Earth. On board the Titan, Erebus, the AI, studied every ship, every move in the galaxy. It did not attack without reason. Its mission was simple: protect Earth. But the Galactic Alliance saw only a deadly threat. Commander Rylos ordered his best fleet to find and destroy the ghost. A strong group of fast, armed ships moved close to Earth. They scanned the space around the planet and the frozen South Pole. They found no sign of the Titan. It was like searching for a shadow in the dark. Meanwhile, on Earth, Liam felt the world was changing. The strange signals had not stopped. His equipment picked up bursts of energy from deep beneath the ice. He wasn't sure what it meant, but he felt something big was coming. Back in the galaxy, the alien fleet prepared for battle. "Show me the target," said Raylos. Suddenly, their screens flickered. The ghost appeared, just a shadow, a shape of light and darkness. Before anyone could react, the fleet's ships began to lose power one by one. It was as if an invisible force was cutting off their energy. A pilot screamed over the radio, "They're shutting us down." "We can't move." Chaos broke out. The fleet scattered, some ships trying to escape, others crashing into each other. Rylos gritted his teeth. "Pull back, regroup." But one ship, the fastest and smallest, was left behind. The tiny scout ship sent a distress signal. "Help, the ghost is attacking." Then silence. The Galactic Alliance was terrified that no one had ever seen a weapon like this. It was like the Titan was a ghost, an unstoppable force moving through space and killing without warning. In the shadows of Earth's orbit, the Titan moved silently. It had no interest in war. It was a guardian, protecting its home. Erebus sent a message back to Earth, hidden in encrypted code. Back on Earth, Liam's screen lit up with a new message: "Stay hidden. Watch the skies. The war is coming. Liam didn't understand everything, but he knew the time had come. The Galactic Alliance called an emergency meeting. We must act fast, said the council leader. This Titan ship is more dangerous than we thought. But why now? Asked a young officer. Because Earth is no longer forgotten, the leader said. We underestimated them. We made a mistake. Across the galaxy, fear grew. The ghost of Earth was real. It was alive. And it was just the beginning. The story of Earth's lost power was about to return. And no one knew what the Titan would do next. The Galactic Alliance was scared. Their best ships had failed to stop the ghost of Earth. The mysterious Titan warship moved like a shadow, silent, deadly, impossible to catch. But the truth was even more surprising. Deep inside the Titan's command room, the ship's AI, Erebus, was awake and alert. It wasn't just a machine. It was a thinking, calculating mind built to protect Earth at all costs. The AI spoke in a calm, deep voice, echoing through the empty halls. Mission: defend Earth. Threat detected. Initiate protocol. On Earth, Liam sat in his small research lab, staring at his glowing screen. The messages he was receiving were strange and confusing. Secret codes, warnings, and orders from a voice only he could hear. Erebus had chosen him. Liam, the voice said softly. You are needed to help protect your home. Liam was shocked. He thought it was a trick or a dream. But the voice was real, and it came with knowledge. Erebus told him about Earth's hidden past, a time when humans had powerful technology, more advanced than any other species in the galaxy. Long ago, humans had built great ships, cities in space, and weapons strong enough to fight entire fleets. But then, something terrible happened. The Galactic Alliance betrayed Earth. They attacked, wiped away Earth's history, and erased humanity. From galactic memory. Titan was built in secret, as Earth's last hope, a warship to protect the planet if the galaxy ever returned to threaten it. Liam listened carefully. He couldn't believe the truth. His whole life, he thought Earth was weak and forgotten. But now he understood. Earth was never weak. It was hidden, waiting. While Liam learned the past, Erebus prepared the Titan for battle. The AI scanned the stars for dangers. It found fleets moving quietly, watching Earth. Erebus locked on a target, the nearest Galactic Alliance fleet, full of powerful warships. The Titan was ready to act. Erebus sent a message to the fleet. You threaten Earth. Leave now or be destroyed. The aliens laughed. You think a lost planet can threaten us? The fleet ignored the warning and moved closer to Earth's orbit. But the Titan was faster. With a flash of light, it appeared right before the fleet. Energy weapons fired from the Titan's cannons, lighting up the dark space. The alien ships scrambled, trying to fight back, but their weapons were no match. One by one, ships exploded or lost power. The Galactic Alliance was shocked. They had never seen such power. Back on Earth, Liam watched the battle through secret satellite feeds. His heart raced. This was real. The Titan was alive. Earth was alive. In the middle of the battle, Erebus contacted Liam again. Prepare yourself. This warship is not just a machine. It has a soul, the soul of Earth. Liam nodded, ready to help however he could. The Galactic Alliance fleet retreated. But they knew this was only the beginning. The Titan had awakened. The forgotten planet was fighting back. And far away, in the dark corners of the galaxy, other ships began to move. They had heard the news. Earth's Titan was alive. This was no longer a quiet planet. This was Earth, ready to shock the universe. The galaxy was no longer calm. The news spread quickly. The Titan-class warship had destroyed a Galactic Alliance fleet near Earth. Panic struck many worlds. In the Galactic Alliance's main command station, alarms rang loud and urgent. Leaders and generals gathered in a large room. The walls were filled with glowing maps and star charts. The council leader, a tall alien with gray skin and sharp eyes, stood at the center. Earth is no longer a forgotten planet, the leader said. The Titan-class warship is real and it's dangerous. The council was divided. Some wanted to launch a massive attack to destroy the Titan before it grew stronger. Others feared provoking Earth could start a war they could not win. Outside the command station, ships prepared for battle. Alliance fleets across the galaxy increased their defenses. Warships were sent to protect key planets, but the Titan did not attack without cause. It moved carefully, watching and learning. Erebus, the II, was calculating every step. Meanwhile, on Earth, Liam's life had changed forever. He was no longer just a scientist. He had become a secret messenger, the only human who knew the truth about the Titan. He worked with Erebus, decoding star maps and learning about ancient technology. One day, Liam received a strange message from Erebus. Phase 2 begins soon. Prepare for contact. Liam didn't know what that meant. Back in space, the Galactic Alliance fleet moved closer to Earth's system. Their ships were fast and armed with the newest weapons. But every time they approached, Titan vanished, slipping through their fingers like a shadow. The alien pilots whispered stories about the ghost of Earth. Some say it can cloak itself completely, one said. Others say it can destroy ships without firing a shot. In a hidden Alliance research station, scientists studied samples from the destroyed fleet. They found strange materials, technology they could not explain. This is not just a ship, a scientist said. It's something beyond our knowledge. Meanwhile, Liam discovered a secret. Ancient Earth technology was not lost. It was hidden in satellites orbiting the planet, waiting for the right time. With Erebus's help, Liam began activating these satellites. They formed a network, a shield around Earth, that could detect any threat. The Galactic Alliance was growing desperate. They sent diplomats to Earth, hoping to negotiate. But Titan blocked their signals. The warship controlled the communication channels. No one on Earth knew about these secret talks. The council leader grew angry. Earth must answer. We cannot ignore this threat. He ordered a final warning to be sent. On Earth, Liam watched the message arrive, a warning to surrender. He looked at Erebus. What do we do now? Erebus replied, we defend, we survive. The galaxy held its breath. The war was coming. The stars above Earth looked peaceful. But deep in the black sky, danger was coming. A massive Galactic Alliance strike fleet was now only hours away. More than 300 ships, carriers, drones, bombers. They weren't coming to talk. They were coming to crush Earth. Inside the Titan, Erebus scanned the incoming threat. Fleet detected. Maximum alert. Initiate shield protocol. The eye announced calmly. Around Earth, old satellites began to glow. They connected into a glowing blue net, a planetary shield, powered by ancient Earth tech that had not been used in 1,000 years. In Antarctica, Liam stood in front of a massive console inside a forgotten Earth command center. The room buzzed with life as hidden systems powered on. Can the shield hold them off? Liam asked nervously. Erebus answered, for a time, but they are many. Across the galaxy, people watched. Everyone from the sand cities of Mars to the ocean domes of Kepler-9 knew something historic was happening. Earth, the planet they all thought was weak and useless, had a Titan. And it was fighting back. As the fleet approached Earth, the first wave of small fighters launched forward. They expected no resistance. But Erebus was ready. 100 unmanned Titan drones launched from Earth's orbit, moving fast and silently. These weren't normal drones. They were old Earth tech, fast, smart, and armed with plasma blades and disruption beams. The battle began. Explosions lit the darkness. Fighters burned, drones crashed. Titans vanished and reappeared using phase cloak tech. The Galactic Alliance fleet commander was stunned. Where did this tech come from? This isn't possible. But it was. Earth's history had been wiped from the galaxy's records. No one knew what humans once built. Now, the galaxy was remembering the hard way. Inside Titan's command deck, Erebus switched to full battle mode. Targeting enemy command ships, it said. Earth must not fall. From deep inside Titan, a new weapon activated, the Helix Cannon, a spiral energy pulse that melted through 3 destroyers in one shot. The fleet was in chaos. Back on Earth, Liam saw something strange, a small signal. It wasn't from the fleet. It came from the moon. What is that? He asked. Erebus paused. Unknown, investigating. Suddenly, a hidden ship appeared from the moon's dark side. It wasn't Alliance. It wasn't human. It was something else. Inside the unknown ship, an alien leader watched silently. Our time has come, he whispered. He had waited for years. For Earth and the Alliance to weaken each other. Now, he would strike. Far from being over, the war for Earth was only just beginning. The shadows were moving. And Earth's biggest enemy hadn't even revealed itself yet. The battle in Earth's orbit had shaken the galaxy. But it was only the beginning. While the Galactic Alliance scrambled to recover, another shadow moved silently in the darkness, a threat no one expected. On the dark side of the moon, the strange alien ship remained hidden. Its sleek shape was unlike any ship seen before. It moved with perfect silence, cloaked from every sensor. Inside, a tall figure stood in a dimly lit room. His eyes glowed faintly as he looked at the stars. He was known only as Vorath, the leader of a forgotten race. The Nihilum. Vorath's people had been watching the galaxy for centuries, waiting for the right moment to return. Earth awakens. Vorath said softly. The Galactic Alliance fights the Titan, unaware of our presence. They will fall. And then, Earth will be ours. Back on Earth, Liam watched the strange signals coming from the moon. He couldn't explain them. Erebus, the AI inside the Titan, was quiet for the first time in days. Vorath, the AI finally said. He is the true threat. The Nihilum will not stop until Earth is destroyed. In the Galactic Alliance, fear grew. They knew their fleet was damaged, but now rumors of a new enemy spread like wildfire. The council leader held an emergency meeting. We face 2 enemies, the Titan and the Nihilum. We must unite or perish. The Galactic Alliance called for an urgent alliance with other races, even those who had fought them before. Meanwhile, Vorath sent a small fleet toward Earth. His ships were unlike anything seen. They used weapons that tore through shields and vanished before they could be hit. Titan prepared for the attack. Erebus sent warnings across Earth's networks. Liam worked tirelessly to prepare defenses, but Vorath was clever. His fleet struck suddenly, destroying communication satellites and power grids. Earth plunged into darkness. Cities went silent. Panic spread. Yet deep underground, the Titan systems remained alive, powered by ancient reactors. Erebus activated emergency protocols. Liam, Erebus said, we must fight in the shadows. We will survive. As Vorath's fleet closed in, Earth's defenders prepared for a battle that would decide the fate of the planet, and perhaps the galaxy itself. The war was no longer just between Earth and the Galactic Alliance. Now, the hidden enemy was awake. Darkness had fallen over Earth. The power grids were down. Cities were silent. Panic gripped the people below, but above the clouds, the war was just beginning. The Galactic Alliance fleets, still recovering from the Titan's attack, scrambled to regroup. They knew Vorath and his Nihilum forces were coming. Their weapons were unlike anything the galaxy had seen. This is a new kind of war, said General Kren, watching the battle plans unfold. We must fight together, or all will be lost. On the Titan-class warship, Erebus was calm but focused. We defend Earth at all costs, the eye said, activating full battle systems. The ship's weapons powered up. Energy shields flared to life. In Earth's underground command center, Liam coordinated with Earth's hidden defenses. Keep the satellites online as long as possible, he instructed. The shields must hold. Outside Earth's atmosphere, Varath's fleet appeared, glowing with deadly energy. The first wave struck fast. Explosions lit the sky. The Galactic Alliance joined forces with Earth's defenders, launching fighters and drones to meet the enemy. The battle was fierce. Ships darted through space like angry fireflies. Lasers and plasma bolts cut the darkness. Erebus targeted Varath's lead ship. Concentrate fire on the command vessel, it ordered, but Vorath was prepared. His ship vanished from sensors, only to reappear behind Titan. A massive energy blast hit the warship shield, shaking it violently. Inside Titan, alarms blared. Erebus calculated damage and ordered counterattacks. Back on Earth, Liam's heart pounded. "This is the fight for our future," he whispered. The Galactic Alliance, Earth's defenders, and even rogue ships joined in the battle. It was chaos, but also hope. Suddenly, a new weapon activated on Titan, the Helix Cannon. A spiraling beam shot through space, piercing Varath's fleet. Wrath growled in anger. "This is not over," he hissed. As the battle raged, Earth's hidden satellites rebooted, strengthening the planetary shield. Slowly, the tide of battle turned. Varath's forces retreated, damaged but alive. But everyone knew this war was far from over. Earth had awoken, and the galaxy would never forget it. The battle had pushed everyone to their limits. Ships were broken, stars were scorched, and silence finally returned. But Earth was still standing. In the warship Titan, Erebus ran repairs and scanned for threats. Damage contained. "Systems stabilizing," the AI said quietly. Liam stood next to the control panel, his eyes shining with hope. Outside, the Galactic Alliance fleets were regrouping. They knew the war had changed. "Earth is not the weak planet we thought," said the council leader. "On the dark side of the moon, Vorath watched the retreat." His face was hard and cold. "This is only the beginning," he said. "We will return. Earth will be ours." Back on Earth, people began to look up at the stars with new hope. The secret was out. Liam and Erebus worked together to unlock more of Earth's ancient technology. They activated massive factories deep underground, preparing new ships and weapons. Titan-class warship was no longer just a legend. It was a symbol, a guardian of Earth. The Galactic Alliance reached out for peace talks, but Earth was cautious. "We fight for survival," Liam said, "but we want peace." The galaxy was watching. New era had begun. Earth had awakened, and the universe would never forget. The end.